Hi again. We're going to continue to work through 7.10, but now this is the main lesson part. For this part of the lesson, you're going to need your math journal, and you're also going to need your fraction strips. This is a page in the packet that I sent you. You are welcome to cut those out now and press pause in the video. If you can't find those, you can also use the number line on page 229 of your math journal. You get to decide. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to think about this. I want you to name a fraction that is equivalent, that means equal, to 2/3. You may use any fraction tool to help. Go ahead and think about it, and then when you're ready, write it in at the top, right here. 2/3 is the same as take about 10 more seconds. Use a tool. You might be using your connected fraction circles. You can use your fraction strips. You can use the fraction cards I sent home, up to you. Okay, so you guys might have figured out that 2/3 is the same thing as 4/6. Now you're going to justify that your number sentence is true with the number lines, fraction strips, and fraction pieces. Sketch pictures to show what you did. So we're going to do this all together. We're going to start with number lines. So I'm going to bet, as the best I can, I'm going to divide my top number line into 3 equal pieces because I'm dealing with thirds. So I'm going to go 1, 2. So I have 3 almost equal pieces. The bottom number line I'm going to divide into 6 pieces because the equivalent fraction is 6. So I'm going to start with thirds, and then I'm going to divide those thirds in half to get 6 equal pieces. And then what I'm going to do to finish my justification that they are indeed equal is I'm going to write 2/3 up here, and I'm going to write 4/6 down here, put little dots, to show that they are at the same place. Go ahead and make yours look just like mine. Okay, now we're ready to do the same thing, but use fraction strips instead. Just like we did before, I'm going to divide the fraction strips the best I can into 3 equal pieces, and the bottom ones I'm going to divide as best I can into 6 equal pieces. Please do the same. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to label each piece like we normally do. So I'm going to label each piece as a unit fraction. That is 1/3, that is 1/3, that is 1/3, this is 1/6, this is 1/6, this is 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6. Go ahead and do that. Okay, and then finally you're going to shade to show your justification. So this one's going to be a little bit transparent. So I'm going to shade 2/3, and then I'm going to shade 4/6 to show that the same amount is shaded. Okay, finally we can show that 2/3 is the same as 4/6 by using fraction circle pieces. So the first piece I'm going to divide like a peace sign into 3 equal parts. And the second piece, I'm also going to start with my peace sign, but then I'm going to finish by making 6 equal pieces the best I can. It doesn't have to be perfect. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to shade them appropriately. So I'm going to shade 2 of the 3, and I'm going to shade 4 of the 6 to show that they are indeed equal. So basically all you're doing is you're showing how to justify your answer with pictures, which is really, really important. Okay, great. The last thing, or the next things you will do for this lesson will be done independently. I'm not going to lead you through them. You're going to do page 244. On page 244, you're coming up with, for number 1, you're coming up with 2 equivalent fractions to make the number sentence true. It can be any equivalent fractions. And you're going to show using 2 different ways that they are equal. So you can use fraction circle picture, you can draw fraction strips, you could do a number line. You have to choose 2 of those to show that the number sentence is true, just like we did on the page before. For number 2, you're going to find 2 fractions that make the number sentence true. So you're going to find a fraction that is bigger than another fraction, and you're also going to draw pictures. Choose 2 ways to show that it's true. And that's it for page 244. For page 245, you will just do the math box. And finally, don't forget home link 7.10. When you finish all of that, you are welcome to play games or practice your math facts, or a great way to practice equivalent fractions or fractions that are bigger than another is to cook in the kitchen. So maybe you can figure out a recipe to try with your family today or later this week, or just go look at all the different measuring cups and see which ones are bigger, which ones might make the same eventually. It's up to you. Good luck, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.